Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wale Edun, has expressed satisfaction about the progress of work on the presidential compressed natural gas initiative. Well, the minister expressed the optimism that when he visited one of the plants designated for the initiative that's in Lagos. And joining us right away is the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wale Edun. He joins us via Zoom right now to speak more on the federal government's compressed natural gas initiative. Honorable Minister, thank you so much for joining us. We can't hear you, Honorable Minister. Can you unmute your audio?
Thank you for having me. Apologies.
Oh, great. Thank you for joining us. Now, you visited one of the plants where these semi-knocked down components are being coupled in Lagos, and you expressed your satisfaction regarding that. So what is the level of preparedness before we have the first phase of rollout of the CNG buses?
Well, I think, as we all know, given the elevated transportation costs, amongst other costs, as a result of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's necessary macroeconomic reforms, of course, the lifting of the fuel subsidy, and together with that, reforms in the exchange rate, which led to elevated prices, at least in the short term. And of course, transportation is a key element in mobility, particularly for urban workers, but generally throughout the economy. And the president launched his initiative on compressed natural gas actively and decisively with the issue of elevated transport costs, elevated fuel prices. And that initiative, in the first instance, entails 750 mass transit buses, 15-seaters or so. 750 of those are being made available. Another 100 electric vehicles, 8,000 CNG fuel tricycles, Keke Marwa, as we popularly call them, and also 30,000 conversion kits to convert existing cars and buses to CNG fueled, or I would say bi-fuel. That means that they can run on petrol if necessary, but they also run on compressed natural gas. And the key is that compressed natural gas, apart from being in line with climate adaptation, climate action commitments of Nigeria, amongst other nations, it's also critically cheaper. A mass transit vehicle of, say, 15 seats would cost over 50,000 naira to fuel with petrol these days. But but a CNG fueled bus costs 15,000. So look at the difference. It's a huge savings in fuel costs, which should be translated into lower fares.
Okay, Honorable Minister, just before we continue this conversation, we want to take a report regarding this issue, talking about the CNG rollout by the President. So let's see that report.
The minister visited one of the plants designated for the initiative in Lagos, where compressed natural gas CNG buses are being assembled. Mr. Wale Edun pointed out that though the PCNGI has taken time to be actualized, the benefits will soon be available to Nigerians. He lauded the company's employment of local talents in the assembly of the vehicles. The plant in Lagos is one of the 4 chosen by the PCNGI to assemble semi-knocked down components of climate-friendly CNG and electric buses and tricycles, which will soon be rolled out to slash transportation costs. The company aims to transit from semi-knocked down components to completely knocked down components in the next 3 to 4 years.
Honorable Minister, we just saw you there when you monitored some of the ongoing coupling of the SKD components being done by one of the private companies that has been hired to do this. Now, the private sector plays important role in this aspect, and the goal is to ensure a safer, friendly energy, transportation for Nigeria, and also cheaper, Honorable Minister. When we're talking about cheaper, affordability is key. Will the prices be subsidized when eventually the CNG, initiative is launched ahead of May 29, or as we, celebrate May 29 anniversary?
Well, as you've said, the key is that the price differential is actually a huge one. About 25% of the price of petrol is what we'll be paying for CNG fuel. Of course, we have massive gas reserves in the country. It is climate friendly, and the key is that those savings should be passed on. That will be the market price. Based on the market price of gas now, the fuel consumption is so superior, and that's what makes it cheaper. The fact that you can go for so many more kilometers on a liter of CNG than you can on the equivalent of petrol. So definitely, what we are looking to achieve, above all, is economy and lower fares for commuters. But at the same time, as you pointed out, this is a company in Nigeria that is assembling these buses, and in fact, they assemble electric vehicles as well. And their aim is to carry on adding value locally. So apart from any other benefit, this presidential compressed national gas initiative is providing jobs to Nigerians.
All right.